and balls. Today, our players will compete to roll down these big money cash lanes. The nearer they roll to the edge, the more money they earn. Stop their ball on the edge and they'll get thousands, but go over and they get nothing. Let's meet the players who today are going to push themselves to the edge.
I'm Angie. I'm a mum of 3 from the Wirral and I'm a preschool assistant.
I'm Paul from Peckham. I'm a charity fundraiser and I have a degree in politics.
I'm Julie, a business executive from County Down. I'm well-travelled and I'm fluent in German and Japanese.
I'm Wayne. I'm a research scientist from West Sussex and I'm a self-confessed quiz fanatic.
Welcome to you all and very best of luck. In a moment, you'll each take to the lanes to roll for big money. The ball you need is trapped in your podium. I'm going to ask some questions. Buzz in with a correct answer and you'll bring your ball up towards you. Once you've freed your ball, you'll roll down the shortest lane available. The shorter the lane, the bigger the edge, and the better the odds of banking big money. So do well on these questions to give yourself the best advantage on the lanes. 3 correct answers will release your ball. If everyone is ready, fingers on buzzers. Which country is completely enclosed by South Africa? Paul.
Lesotho.
Correct. Which animal comes before woods to create the name of a PGA tournament? Angie.
Tiger.
Correct, a PGA tournament winning golfer. If I was taking penicillin or erythromycin, what type of... Angie?
Antibiotic.
What type of drug beginning with A would I be taking? Correct. Angie, you need one more correct answer to release your ball. According to legend, which scientist dropped 2 different weights off the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Wayne?
Galileo.
Correct. Which Shakespearean comedy features the characters Antonio, Sebastian and Viola? Julie?
Taming of the Shrew.
Incorrect, it's Twelfth Night. You're frozen out of the next question. What is the name of the famous pub on the soap Coronation Street? Angie?
The Rover's Return.
Correct, it is the Rover's Return. You've released your ball first and you're rolling on the green lane. Good spread of general knowledge there, Angie, and hot on the buzzer.
Quite quick.
Quite quick indeed. It's got you here on the green lane. It's the shortest lane with the biggest edge. Hit the edge in round 1, and it's worth £1,500. You'll each have 1 roll to earn as much as you can. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. So, Angie, how did it go in practice on the green lane?
Not too bad in practice. I got 1 edge, so fingers crossed.
OK, well, let's see if you can repeat that, shall we, Angie? Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
Hello and good afternoon. It's Angie, mum of 3, aiming to get that ball on the edge.
Big steady roll, heading towards 4 figures, but it stops at £950. Happy with that as a good start,
Really
Angie?
happy.
Yeah, you can see. Big
Solid
smile.
start.
Solid start. Well, we have 3 lanes still up for grabs. We've reset the podiums, fingers on buzzers. The Mohicans are a tribe considered native to which modern-day country? Wayne?
USA.
Correct. Philippa Gregory's book, The Other Boleyn Girl, is the story of Mary Boleyn and which king? Wayne?
Henry VIII.
Correct. 1 more correct answer, Wayne, and you'll release your ball and roll next on the blue lane. By which nickname is the South Park character Jerome McElroy better known? Paul?
Butters.
Incorrect, it's Chef. You're frozen out of the next question. If I'm listening to the ABBA song that includes the line Friday night and the lights are low, looking out for a place to go, Wayne?
Dancing Queen.
I'm listening to Dancing Queen. Wayne, you'll be dancing all your way to blue lane next because you released your ball. Congratulations. It's really hard to ask that question without singing the song. You give me a blast of it now, Wayne.
No, not today.
OK,
It's
not
the
feeling
best.
it, not feeling in the ABBA
it.
mood. No, not yet. You might be after this roll,
after
because
this.
to guarantee your place in the next round, you need to roll £1,000 or more. Of course, it's a reasonably large edge on the blue lane, and that's worth £1,500. So if you're ready...
I'm ready.
Let's roll.
Research scientist Wayne gets the feel of the ball, measures up his target, and rolls.
Smooth, but it's slow, and it stops on £400. So, Angie, you're guaranteed to be going through to the next round. Wayne, you're going to just have to wait
hang in there.
and see what the others can do. Only 2 lanes left. Whichever one of you releases your ball next will roll on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane. Fingers on buzzers. In 2015, Tim Farron was elected leader of which political... Julie?
The Lib Dems.
Correct. Your first correct answer, Julie. An iconic white dress from which Marilyn Monroe film? Julie?
The 7-Year Itch.
Yes, The 7-Year Itch was the film from which an iconic white dress of Marilyn Monroe's was sold at auction in 2011. One more correct answer, Julie, and you'll release your ball. Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and My Neighbour Totoro are all films made in which country? Paul?
Japan.
Correct. Who won the 2015 Tour de France? Paul?
Chris Froome.
Correct. You're now level with Julie. You too need one more correct answer to release your ball. Julie, you're quick, but you're not quick enough for Paul at the moment. In music, how many crotchet beats does a minim last for? Paul?
2.
Correct. You've released your ball. You're rolling next on the yellow lane. Julie, you're left with the red lane. Paul, to guarantee your place in the next round, you need £450 or more. You've clearly got some good general knowledge there. Have you got good rolling technique?
I guess we'll soon find out.
How did it go in practice?
In practice, it went OK. I was relatively consistent. But now, the nerves are going.
Are they?
Yeah. So we'll
Heart
see.
beating a bit faster?
It is.
OK, get yourself relaxed. And if you're ready, Paul, let's roll.
Charity worker Paul sizes up the edge. Well, that's a pronounced bend of the right knee and a high swing, and it's off.
It's creeping up the board, but there's not much weight behind it, and it scores you £300. You might have a nervous wait now, Paul, but Wayne, you don't, because you are definitely through to the next round. What went wrong there, Paul?
I overthought it. I tried to play it safe. I was weary of the edge and just came up too short.
Good technique. You know, it looked like you had something special there, the arm
Yeah,
movement.
it felt special.
But, unfortunately, it means you have to see what Julie is capable of. Julie is right back there on the end of the red lane. It's a long way, but you only need £350 or more to guarantee that you're going through to the next round. How did it go on the red lane, Julie?
Off the edge, too short. Not very good at all, actually.
OK, well, it is a long way. It's a tough ask for your first roll, but you end up in the red lane by virtue of not being quick enough on the buzzer, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
High flyer Julie from County Down is hoping for the best.
Steady. It's got pace. It looks like it's going to hit the cash zones. It is. And it finishes up on £700. Well, for somebody who said they were inconsistent and not very good there, first time on the red lane, that's rather good, Julie. Happy?
Test it.
OK, at the end of those rolls, Angie, you have £950. Wayne, you have £400. Julie, you have £700. And Paul, you have £300. So Angie, Wayne and Julie, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podiums. Unfortunately, Paul, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. You look like you might be a sporty chap.
Usually football, so less hand-eye coordination needed. But I'm pretty good at tennis, pretty good at rugby. So I expected more from myself. Let myself down this time, but I guess that's the way it rolls.
Or it doesn't roll in your case today, Paul. Thanks for playing. Goodbye. Congratulations, Angie, Julie and Wayne. You're through to the next round. So, Angie, you spend a lot of time with children, by my reckoning. Children at home, children at work.
That's right, I do indeed.
And
Lots of children.
Do you never want to escape and just have adult company?
It does feel like a bit of a busman's holiday sometimes, yeah. But it's very different to be, being at home to being at work. So it's a different environment.
Tell me about your kids.
I've got two boys, 8, and it's his birthday today. My middle one, he's 4 today. And I've got a little girl as well who's just 2.
Oh.
So they're a handful.
Yeah, that's not an easy gaggle you've got going on there, Angie. No escape when you get home.
No.
Julie, tell me about all these countries that you've been to.
Oh, I've been all around the world. I lived in Japan, so it was easy to travel to the Far East. So I've been to Hong Kong, Vietnam, Australia, and then I've been to Canada, America. America's mainly with work, and then and also the Middle East with work, including Saudi Arabia.
Is there anywhere you haven't been?
Yes. I've still got a few. I haven't been to places like Barcelona. Yeah, I know.
That's a couple of hours on a plane.
Yeah, so there's Barcelona and there's a couple other places. Cuba's another one on my hit list as well. And South America, I haven't even been to South America yet. So whole continent to cover there.
There are some corners of the world that Explorer Julie hasn't been to.
Yeah.
Wayne, what kind of research do you do?
Mostly antibiotic and drug research.
Oh, antibiotics.
Yeah, I didn't get the question right. I know, I feel bad already.
So what kind of projects are you working on at the moment?
Just developing existing antibiotics that are in production already, trying to make the process more efficient, cheaper, greener.
Good people like you are working on it.
Yeah,
for
we're
us,
working
Wayne.
on it, don't worry.
Well, the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Angie, you have £950. Wayne, you have £400. And Julie, you have £700. But only one of you can reach today's final and play for that money. Round 2. And we're shutting down the shortest lane. And now we're introducing danger zones, meaning any of the cash zones from £100 all the way up to £1,300 could become a danger zone. If that happens, its value drops to 0. How many danger zones you face depends on how well you do on the questions. Release your ball first, and not only will you take the shortest lane with the biggest edge, but you'll have no danger zones. This time, you'll need to answer 4 questions correctly to release your ball. So fingers on buzzers. Which civilization built the ancient site of Machu Picchu? Wayne.
Mayans?
Incorrect. Incas. You're frozen out of the next question. What are the bangers in Bangers and Mash? Julie.
Sausages.
Correct. You're back in the game, Wayne. Which football team play their home games at the Bernabeu? Angie.
Barcelona.
Incorrect. Real Madrid. The 2 big Spanish teams. Barcelona at the Nou Camp, of course. You're frozen out of the next question. If I was masticating, what would I be doing? Julie.
Chewing.
Correct. Which word completes the famous phrase, fools rush in where what? Julie.
Angels.
Angels fear to tread. Well interrupted, Julie. Correct. One more correct answer from you, Julie, and you'll be rolling next on the blue lane. Which day of the week has the most letters in its name? Angie.
Wednesday.
Correct. According to the 2011 census of India, around 80% of its people belong to which religion? Wayne.
Hindu.
Correct. Kabul is the capital city of which country? Julie?
Afghanistan.
Correct. You've released your ball and you're rolling first on the blue lane. Julie, your general knowledge has won you the biggest edge and no danger zones. So get your ball on the edge in this round, and it's worth £2,000. How did you find rolling on the blue lane in practice?
It's very different from the longer lanes. I think I was better on the green, to be honest. The in-between lanes are I find them trickier. So we'll see how we go, because I was so successful in the red lane, and this is a good bit shorter, but at least with no danger zones, so.
Let's see how you get on with the blue. You each have 2 rolls, which will be added together. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. Where are you going to aim for on the blue lane, Julie?
Middle of the road would be nice. Maybe if I got 800 or so, that would be excellent.
800. Seems like a good figure to aim for at this stage of the game, Julie. Best of luck. If you're ready, let's roll.
Julie loves a bit of travel, but can she find her way to 4 figures?
Moving up the cash zones. And it stops on £550. Not quite the 800 that you were looking for, Julie.
I rolled a little, maybe too cautiously, just because it is so much shorter.
Need to get the balance right. You've got another roll to come, of course. There are 2 lanes left. We've reset the podiums. Whichever of you releases your ball next will roll on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane, and you'll both be facing danger zones. Fingers on buzzers. Which French words describe the feeling of having already experienced a situation? Angie?
Deja vu.
Experienced a situation before is correct. Who was the host of the 1990s children's TV game show Funhouse? Angie?
Was it Pat Sharp?
Correct, Angie. Were you a fan?
No.
How did you know that then?
I may have had it on fleetingly.
Who had UK hit singles with Take Me Home and Murder on the Dance Floor? Wayne?
Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
Correct. Which classic 7-part poem contains the lines, water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink? Wayne?
Ancient Mariner.
We can accept Ancient Mariner. The full title is The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Correct. In 2014, which former Superbike world champion won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Angie?
Carl Fogarty.
Correct. One more correct answer from you, Angie, and you'll be rolling next on the yellow lane. Beginning with P, which garment, originally worn in South America, Wayne,
Pashmina.
is an oblong of material with a slit in the middle for the head? Incorrect, it's a poncho.
Yep.
You're frozen out of the next question, Wayne. What waxy substance that comes from the intestines of sperm whales is used in some perfumes? You don't have to answer if you don't know, Angie.
No, I don't know.
Ambergris. You're back in the game, Wayne, and you knew that.
I knew that one.
If I were fighting in the Battle of Hastings, what year would it be? Wayne.
1066.
Correct. The person who has the next correct answer will release their ball and be rolling on the yellow lane. The other will be left with the red lane. Gouda and Edam are varieties, Angie,
Cheese.
are varieties of cheese originating from which country? The answer is the Netherlands. You're frozen out, Angie. You don't have to answer this question. You have the floor to yourself, Wayne. Born in 1989, the fashion designer Pearl Lowe's model daughter has what first name?
No idea.
Daisy. You're back in the game, Angie. In William Makepeace Thackeray's 19th century novel, Vanity Fair, what is the name of the social climbing protagonist? Wayne?
Eliza Doolittle.
Incorrect, it's Becky Sharp. You're frozen out of the next question. What is the fewest number of English banknotes required to make £35? It's 3, Angie. Wayne, you're back in the game. Which band released the 1979 album The Wall? Wayne.
Pink Floyd.
Correct, it is Pink Floyd. You've released your ball and you'll be rolling next on the yellow lane. Angie, you've been left with the red lane. So, Wayne, you'll face one danger zone. Before you roll, we need to find out where your danger zone will be. It's moving up and down your lane, and it'll stop when you hit that button. Good luck. £1,300 is now gone from your lane and replaced with 0. How do you feel about that?
I don't know if I feel good about that or not, actually. 'Cause I suppose it means like I've got the whole of the lane to get something. Yeah, no, it's all right, actually. I think I'd prefer it there.
Is it going to stop you going towards
It
the
might
edge?
curve me from going right to the edge.
OK, and how did you get on in practice on the yellow lane?
Yellow lane was my worst lane, which isn't good, really, considering I did really bad in the blue lane.
Maybe what you think of as your worst lane will become your best lane. Shall we see?
Let's see, let's find out.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's roll.
Can our science buffing experiment with positive visualization here?
It's not got a lot of weight behind it, Wayne. It's not even hit the cash zones. And it scores you nothing.
Dear, oh dear.
That was a bit cautious, Wayne,
That was
wasn't
very
it?
cautious, wasn't it?
That's just the first of 2 rolls in this round. But let's see what kind of pressure Angie is going to put on the rest of you, because you have the red lane, so you've gone from green to red, Angie.
I know, first to last.
And you face 2 danger zones. So before you roll, we need to find out where your danger zones are. They're going to move up and down the lane. And when you press that button, they will stop. So they've stopped on £950 and £600. How do you feel about that?
A bit tricky.
They are quite tricky,
Yeah.
Angie. You've got to make a decision whether you go below the first danger zone on 600 or whether you try and get that middle band or even go for the top band.
I'll
What do you-
try for the top.
Try for the top.
Yeah.
If you're ready, Angie, let's roll.
A tricky placement of the danger zones here. But Angie bends low and releases.
It's also not got a lot behind it, Angie. Not a lot of weight, and it's not going to hit the cash zones. And it scores you nothing. A relief for Wayne,
Yep.
who also failed to hit the cash zones. What happened there, Angie?
I just misjudged it. I think it's getting the right amount of weight behind it when you throw.
Well, you have another roll coming. But before everyone rolls again, let's have a little look at what you earned with those first rolls. Julie, you scored £550. Wayne, you have nothing. And Angie, you have nothing. So, Julie, Wayne and Angie are making this quite straightforward for you.
Hopefully. Still feel a little bit of pressure because I just don't want to go off the edge, and they could still do a big score in one roll.
So only the edge would guarantee you through to the next round right now. Is that a possibility?
Probably not, no, because I'll just go shooting off the edge.
Are you ready?
Yes.
For the second time in this round, let's roll.
For Julie's second roll, she's not brimming with confidence. It's a careful delivery.
Still a little bit tentative, but it is getting up there towards the higher figures, and it stops on £800, which gives you a total of £1,350. Better. Creeping steadily towards those bigger sums, Julie.
Yep. Happy with that.
Is it going to be enough?
Well, the other guys have to get the edge now, don't they?
Which is going to be difficult for you, Wayne,
It's going to be very difficult.
because your danger zones remain where they are.
OK.
And your danger zone is on £1,300. So to guarantee going through, you have to hit the edge. Get a big sum and then cross your fingers and hope that Angie doesn't, is the other plan.
Yep. I hope I don't overcompensate.
Are you ready, Wayne?
I'm ready.
Let's roll.
Wayne needs to mix in some power and control here. It's a smooth release.
Bit more like it. A little bit more welly on it. And that scores you £750. Pretty good roll ordinarily, but when you've had nothing on your first roll
Yeah.
in this round, it's still leaving you a little bit in limbo.
Luckily, the pressure's on now.
For Angie to
carry it,
pull
yeah.
out a much bigger roll. She can do it.
She can do it.
She scored well in the first round. Julie, that means you're guaranteed to go through to the next round. Congratulations to you. Wayne's crossing his fingers, Angie, that you haven't got what it takes to get at least 800 and match Julie.
Yeah.
Have you? Have you got what it takes,
I'd
Angie?
like to think so. I'll give it my best shot.
Of course, on the green lane, much shorter, you got 950. You've got
Much shorter.
so much more length there.
Yeah.
And you've got those danger zones in the
I
same
know.
position. 950 and £600. Are you ready, Angie,
I'm ready.
for your second and final roll in this round?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Angie steps up. Wayne looks tense.
It's definitely got more weight. It's got more weight, but it's just slowing down. Is it going to slow down too soon? It stops on £550. Added to your first roll is £550. Not quite enough. It
Not
just hit the
enough.
side there and slowed down, Angie. So with the rolls added together, I can tell you Julie has £1,350, Wayne has £750, and Angie, you have £550. Julie and Wayne, you're going through to the next round. Congratulations. Please return to your podiums. Well, unfortunately, Angie, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. It is your middle son's birthday, you said today.
It is, yeah. It's his birthday today.
So why don't you do a shout-out for him?
Happy birthday to my gorgeous boy, Arden, for today. Love you lots.
Oh, well, that's priceless, Angie, isn't it, for him? Thank you so much for playing today.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Congratulations, Julie and Wayne. You're through to the next round. So, Julie, apart from all these incredible trips around the world, apart from South America, what else do you get up to in your spare time?
I love sailing, and I sail in the Waverley class on a boat called Ivanhoe.
What's Waverley class?
They're wooden boats with like a big keel, and they're gorgeous. The only thing is there's no outboard motor, so if there's no wind, you have to paddle to get out of the marina.
So, and if there's no wind when you're out at sea, you're just bobbing around.
You get a tow from a big boat back in.
Wayne, what do you do in your spare time?
I'm a keen mountain biker and kayaker, so I'm quite active I like sort of doing more extreme type sports, so trying out kite surfing and bungee
So you're
jumping.
an action man.
Yeah, I sort of like doing different stuff rather than run-of-the-mill sports.
Well, the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Julie, you now have £2,050 and Wayne, you have £1,150. That money is safely banked for the final, should you manage to get there. Round 3. And we're shutting down another lane. In this round, there's only one danger zone, and the first player to release their ball will control it and can place it anywhere on their opponent's lane. You'll need 5 correct answers to release your ball. Fingers on buzzers. As of 2015, which swimmer has won the most Olympic medals of all... Wait.
Michael Phelps.
Correct. Won the most Olympic medals of all time. What word beginning with A denotes a common ancient adding device? Julie.
Abacus.
Correct. What is the only area of water in the Lake District National Park that is officially called a lake? Wayne.
Lake Windermere.
Incorrect. It's Bassenthwaite Lake. You're frozen out of the next question. Which precious stone is mentioned in the children's nursery rhyme, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star?
Diamond.
Correct. Were you saying it to yourself in your head?
I couldn't get there quick enough, I guess.
2015 is the 100th anniversary of the publication of which scientist's famous theory of general relativity? Julie.
Newton's.
Incorrect.
Einstein.
Yeah, but you don't get anything for it, Wayne. You're frozen out of the next question, Julie. It was Albert Einstein. Which TV series is a prequel to the US drama Breaking Bad? Wayne.
Better Call Saul.
Correct. The German flag consists of the colours red, yellow, and which? Julie.
Black.
Which other is black? Correct. How many people make up a quintuplet? Julie.
5.
Correct. Just in the nick of time. You need one more correct answer to release your ball, Julie. Which gas, sometimes used in electric signs and fluorescent lamps? Julie.
Neon.
Has the chemical symbol Ne. Neon is correct. You've released your ball. You're rolling first on the yellow lane. Wayne, you've been left with the red lane. Julie, out-sciencing the science contestant there. Wayne just not quick enough on the buzzer. It was an excellent round for you. You're in the yellow lane and get your ball on the edge in this round, and it's worth £3,000. And you have 3 rolls. They'll be added together. Whoever earns the most money in this round will go through to the final. Julie, you'll be first to roll. You've rolled consistently well today. Never hit the 4-figure sums yet.
No, I think I've been too cautious because I'm so scared of overrolling and going right off the edge, so...
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
Can a globe-trotting Julie navigate her way to the edge? It's a confident delivery.
A bit more pressure there. Looks good. It's moving up the cash zones. Is it going to hit the 4 figures? It is. It scores you £1,000. You weren't confident that was staying on your lane, were you?
I thought it was going too far because it seemed to go really, really quickly at the start, but it slowed down as I got up there, thankfully.
Can you do it again and again?
Hopefully.
OK, well, you now control a danger zone. You can put it anywhere on Wayne's lane, from £100 up to £1,300. So where are you going to place it?
I'll go 750.
Because?
Well, because he hasn't rolled in the red lane yet. So he was in this one last, so I'm thinking he might do something similar, or then I might going to force him to go over longer, over the edge, hopefully.
So let's put it on £750. Value now of that cash zone is 0, Wayne. Land on there, you get nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be a little bit more confident this time, I think. Go for it.
If you're ready, let's roll.
I'm ready.
The red lane is nearly a full 3 metres longer than the yellow, making it all the harder for Wayne to reach the big money.
Smooth roll. Definitely up on the cash zones, but is it going to get over that danger zone? And it scores you £550. Well, you didn't get the danger zone.
No, it's made it hard for myself now.
Well, you've got 2 more rolls,
Yep.
Wayne. So after the first roll, Julie, you have £1,000. Wayne, you have £550. Have Maybe giving you a bit of breathing space, Julie, there.
I'm still apprehensive. I think once I get this roll done and Wayne does his, then I might, depending on the results, I might relax a little bit, but not yet.
OK, Julie. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
Julie wants to pile the pressure onto Wayne, but she's not quite sure how she's going to do it.
Ooh, it's not quite, no, as good as that last roll. It's creeping up and stopping on £600, which gives you a total of £1,600. You've got a choice now. Do you want to keep the danger zone that you put on Wayne's Lane on £750 where it is, or are you going to move it based on what you've just rolled and what he needs to do now?
I'm going to leave it because he has to go past that to beat me for this roll. So I'm putting the pressure on to get the top end and maybe he'll go over.
OK, so, Wayne, that danger zone stays on £750. You need, right now, to be heading towards 1,100 or even higher to be matching or overtaking Julie.
Yep, I'm going to aim for the 1,000 and then make it go for the last ball.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's roll.
Wayne's setting his bar high. He's got to if he wants to go through to the final. Deep concentration as he releases.
Wayne's second roll looks smooth. It looks like it's going to go above that danger zone. It's heading towards four figures. And it stops on 950, which gives you a total of £1,500. You've closed the gap.
Close the gap, yeah.
So after the second roll, Julie, you have £1,600 and Wayne, you have £1,500. Well, it's the third and final roll, and it couldn't be much tighter here, Julie. You have absolutely no breathing space. No. Because you have to make sure that this roll now puts big pressure on Wayne.
Yep, definitely have to go a bit further than £600 this time.
Let's see if you can pull it off and if you have the measure of this yellow lane. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's roll.
Julie has the narrowest of leads. Can she extend it with this roll?
More weight on it, definitely.
Oh, slow down.
It's moving up towards the four figures. Where is it going to stop? It's going to stop on 1,100, giving you a total of £2,700. The big rolls are scary. They're scary because they're getting closer and closer to the edge, which is where you want them to stop, but you don't want them to go over the edge.
Yep.
OK, you have a choice now. Do you want to keep the danger zone in Wayne's Lane where it is on 750, or on the basis of what you've just rolled and what he's going to need, are you going to move it?
I'm sorry, Wayne, but I'm going to play tactical now and I'm going to move it to the 1,200.
I'd do the same if it was me.
Because then you have to get you got to go beyond that. I'm so sorry.
He just said it's exactly the same thing he'd do, Julie. So it's not personal, Wayne, but we are moving that danger zone to £1,200. No surprise to me that Julie, with her science knowledge and obviously mathematical brain, worked that one out. You know where you need to be. It's 1,300, the edge, or bust.
Yep. Let's give it a go.
Are you ready?
Yep, definitely.
Let's roll.
Well, this is a really tough ask for Wayne if he has to get through to the final. It's a tough shot, but it has been achieved before.
It's definitely good weight on this. It's moving well. You've given yourself a chance, but it's going to slow down and land on 650, giving you a total of £2,150.
Never mind.
It looked quite good when it left your hand. It looked smooth.
It was a little bit too... I think I put a bit too much spin on it, and then it hit the side and slowed it down.
You've been putting spin on it?
Not intentionally, it wasn't...
With the three rolls added together, Julie has £2,700, Wayne has £2,150. That means, Julie, you take what you've earned to today's final. Congratulations. Please return to your podium. Wayne.
Never mind.
It looked close for a while
yeah,
there.
if it left my hand, it felt quite good, then, I don't know.
Well, Wayne, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing, but you've given us a good, competitive game there.
Yeah, it's been a good day, so...
But today, I'm afraid, it's not all happiness and light in Wayne's world. Thanks for playing, Wayne. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Julie. You've made it through to the final, where you'll be playing for all the money you earned today, a total of £4,750. Have you been racking it up as you were going along?
Had absolutely no idea how much was in the pot.
So what are you going to do with it?
Well, the plan was, I've been to New York quite a few times. So
Of course.
Yeah. So the plan's to take Mum and my sister Carly for a wee girly weekend or whatever, maybe to catch a show, do some shopping and go down Stardust Diner.
What a fantastic weekend that would be.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, you are an action woman. We know that. You sail, you do lots of sports, you travel around the world. So this is nothing for you, isn't it? There's no pressure here.
Oh, there's loads of pressure. Rolling that ball's just the worst.
What, than sailing and all the extreme sports that you do?
Yeah, definitely.
How are you coping with the pressure inside? Are you giving yourself little pep talks?
I'm just like breathing deeply and relax.
Well, this is for a trip to New York with your mum and your sister, so it's great motivation to get you through. It's the final. And we're shutting down one more lane, which leaves only the red lane. We've removed the cash values from that lane, leaving only the edge, which is now worth all the money you've earned today. Stop your ball on the edge and you'll win £4,750. Go over the edge and you get nothing. But you have a chance to make it easier for yourself by answering some more questions. Each correct answer increases the size of the edge. The more questions you get right, the bigger the edge will be and the easier your final roll. You have 75 seconds to get as many right as you can. Let's put 75 seconds on the clock and your time will start when I've read the first question. The 1939 film Gone with the Wind is set during which war and its aftermath?
The American Civil War?
Correct. In what decade did Prince Charles marry Diana Spencer?
The 80s.
Correct. Which shrimp-like marine animal makes up the main diet of blue whales?
Prawns?
Incorrect, krill. If I were presented with the Webb Ellis Cup, what competition would my team have won?
Tennis?
Rugby World Cup. Which mountain is the tallest in North America?
Pass.
Matt McKinley. Which famous vampire was created by Bram Stoker?
Oh, Count Dracula.
Correct. How many problems did Jay-Z have in the title of his 2004 song?
25.
99. Which Middle Eastern state's airport has the international code BAH?
Bahrain.
Correct. The word manzana is Spanish for what type of fruit?
Orange?
Apple. Which English town on the Irish Sea is known for its illuminations and tower?
Blackpool.
Correct. What is the first name of the revolutionary after whom Marxism is named?
Carl?
Correct. If I was at the final of the 2015 Eurovision Song Contest, in which country would I have been?
Estonia?
Incorrect, Austria. Finn, the human, and Jake... Time is up, Julie. The question was, Finn, the human, and Jake, the dog, are the protagonists of which animated series? It's Adventure Time, and Julie, I can tell you, you answered 6 questions correctly. Can you pronounce Bahrain for me once more?
Bahrain?
Beautiful. You been there?
Yes.
Well done, Julie. To see what that score has done to the edge, let's take to the lanes for the final time. Well done, Julie. You've been on the red lane before, but this time you've got a much bigger edge because every one of your correct answers increases the size of your edge. So shall we put them onto the lane?
Yes, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your edge. How confident are you of hitting it?
A good bit more confident than I was before I started answering the questions.
Well, you've had a roll on the red lane before.
I did. That's what I started here and I'm finishing here, so it's fabulous.
And you had a good roll there as well.
I did all right.
You rolled 700, which would be within your edge now.
Yes.
You have a choice now, Julie. You can roll for the full £4,750 with only 1 ball and 1 attempt to hit the edge. Or you could take 2 balls. That means you'll say goodbye to half that money and you'll roll for £2,375. Or you could take 3 balls, that's 3 attempts to hit the edge, but you'll be playing for a third of the money, which is £1,584. When you see the figures written out large like that, does it make you feel inclined to go one way or the other?
I've made my decision what way I'm going.
Oh, had you made it before you even walked over?
Not so much, but when I've seen how far the edge is, because I haven't been on the red lane since the very start of the show, I need a bit of a confidence builder, so I'm going to go for 2.
When you say you needed a confidence builder, did the edge not increase your confidence then?
I'm not so sure how my rolling technique will be, so I might go
you're feeling
short.
like you need a free one?
Yeah, I might go too short the first time.
OK, so you've decided you're taking 2 balls and rolling for £2,375. And your mum and Carly, watching there in Bangor, are going to be hoping that this trip to New York comes off.
They might have to pay some themselves.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's time to take on the edge. For £2,375, let's roll. Thought you'd go short on your first one, and I think you are.
Yeah.
You're short, Julie. But you told yourself you were going to go short, so you've got to try and change your mental approach to this, Julie. You've got to tell yourself you're going to hit that edge.
Will do.
You can do this.
Yes.
And that trip to New York with your mum and your sister,
Yeah.
you'll be on that plane minutes after you hit the edge. It's time to take on the edge for the final time for £2,375. Let's roll. Oh, I don't know if it is going to reach the edge, Julie. It seemed to spin back and it's not got there. Oh, you played brilliantly all the way through. You really did, Julie. But that was a very nervous, twisted roll, wasn't it?
Yeah. They're going to have to pay for themselves.
You're still going to go then?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think anything's going to stop your wanderlust and your zest for travel, but you weren't able to hit your final edge, so sadly, you're going home empty-handed, Julie, but we've loved having you here.
Thank you.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's been great fun.
We'll be back next time with more new contestants pushing themselves to the edge. Why? Because that's how we roll. Bye-bye.